One of them happened to be familiar with the kingpin of this kidnapping syndicate, and he had promised him that he was going to get a job in Ghana. That was after being a guest in the hotel where the guy was working at the time in Lagos. And according to the victims, he said, whenever this guy comes around, he comes around with so much flamboyancy, and he spends a lot of money in his hotel. And so that got him attracted to this particular guy, and he then started asking for a job. And then that was how the deal was set, and he promised him jobs. And the victim himself then invited his friend. It was from Zeal to Daniel. So Zeal was the first person who was approached by the culprit, and then Zeal then invited Daniel. And from there, well, we'll get to find more details, but all we know is that from that day that they left their homes in the guise of going to get the job, they found themselves in Ghana. They have said also from the messages we've had from them earlier that they were blindfolded before they got to the location where we rescued them from.
Marshall, what more do you know about this? Are there any latest update or information as this unfolds?
Well, we're back at the Accra Regional Police Headquarters. We have the victims with us here. We have 5 people rescued. The Ghanaian police have been very, very fantastic and hospitable. These are the victims that we've rescued so far. These are their bags that they came to Accra with. This is Zeal, Daniel, Zeal, and what's your name? Ezekiel, Bright, and Victor. And they are all adults, 18 years and above. So that's the development. We also have a culprit, 2 culprits in detention that were apprehended. One of them on the location, at the location where we discovered these guys, while the other one, we had to meet him up at a different location. They are both in detention right now.
All right, Marshall, how would you describe the sense, would I say sense of relief from them now that they're going to be rescued? How are they reacting or responding to these issues? That's the teenagers, you're with there.
Well, we've just managed to get them some drinks because they were malnourished. They said they've been starving for some days. They've not had anything to eat or drink. And then they were brutalized. You could see, where's the person? Let me see your backs. You could see the injuries on their backs. And then one of them has a broken hand. Who's got a broken arm? Yeah, you've got a broken arm. He said the machete was used on him. And so they are excited that they've been rescued. Now I have here a relative to Daniel, who also New Central brought him all the way from Nigeria to Ghana to come and stand in line because it's a protocol that he has to be available to identify as a relative to one of the victims.
Okay, Marshall,
so
there's 5 boys there.
Duruji. So what? How does it feel? How does it feel like seeing your nephew?
Very, very, very excited, very happy. I'm more than happy. In fact, it's a great honor. It's the police people, they did a lot of things. In fact, beyond my expectation. Making everything to be the way it is. And they promised they are going to do, and they did it. And everything here visible, we are seeing it physically done. And in fact, it's a great appreciation to God Almighty who used them as instruments to making this a reality. So I thank God and I thank all of you, And
when were you informed that we were going to carry out this operation?
It came to me as a surprise, that should be 3 days ago. I was called upon and I was told that over a month they have been looking for Daniel and by the parents. So I said, how would this happen? And nobody told me. He said, he just came up like that, and then now started telling me the involvements, all things that involve and those are involved. So that's how the communication started, and then this arrangement was done. And I thank God for the company that came up there, for the press people that came up, and then bring this idea. Even went on to kind of supporting, my brother to making sure that the child was, rescued from the danger. And today you can see the truth about everything, you can see the reality. So it's a great honor. In fact, I appreciate everything. And I say, may God continue to strengthen you.
Thank you.
Amen.
All right, there you have it, Mr. Duroji, relative of Daniel here in Ghana. He's excited as well, but, was still the reality about the kidnapping and all that they've been subjected to is still, hitting everyone.
Yeah. That is true, because I couldn't imagine the scars on their body. How can a human being be so inhuman?
Right.
To be beating somebody up and injuring the person. I don't know what brought that, but I thank God.
All right, over to you at the studio. You have some other questions?
Yeah, Marshall, we're also curious to know what's the nationality of those 5 boys. Are they all from Nigeria or other nationality?
We have 4 Nigerians and 1 person from Ghana here.
All right, Marshall, thank you so much for that detailed reporting. We'll keep in touch with you to see how this turns out.